That's so cool.
Pedaling?
Yeah,
If you can swim, you can do it.
I can swim.
Help!
So the first question is, if your relationship were a clinical diagnosis, what would be the ICD-10 code, and what's the treatment plan?
So is there like a clean version or an R-rated version?
Bro, answer the question. Be a good person.
Okay, then you go first.
the ICD-10 code should be 03.
If you use our anniversary, that's so basic.
Okay, my bad then. Yikes.
Gotta give it some meaning.
It'll be 0817. Like the day in between both of our birthdays.
Okay.
That's clean.
That's
That's creative.
We accept that.
It'll be a chronic diagnosis because we've been dating for years.
Chronic.
And
still hasn't given me a ring, but you know.
Years, no ring. You'll be like Chris Paul. And then
It's not funny.
You laugh.
Get in the camera.
And then what else?
Treatment plan.
Treatment plan?
Listen to me.
Treatment plan will be supportive care.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Chronic. Right? Chronic supportive care?
Supportive care.
Chronic and supportive care. I was like, why does that sentence sound weird in my head?
And opioids. A lot of opioids.
What the? Because the natural high of love.
Of the oxytocin?
Of love.
Okay. You agree with that?
Yes.
I feel like that's a good answer.
Next question.
Okay. What was the first moment you realized this relationship could survive the trauma of medicine? Not just the schedule, but the identity shifts.
Jeez Louise.
I feel like we've been through a lot of adversity. Like when we first started dating, it was like adversity.
But medicine-wise, probably being on an island together.
Yeah. We got left by the plane together. We got on the island together. Just figuring stuff out together.
It's so cute.
I got an Eddie.
I got an 82.
I think mine is more N than yours.
That's not something to be proud of.
I know, because you got like belly fat.
What the? Sorry, I'm gonna take it out. I don't know. Next question.
Which medical specialty?
I hate this question. I don't know it yet. Oh.
I know the plane's passing by. Which medical specialty do you think?
Just wait. Why are you looking back at it like it did something to you?
It keeps trying to interrupt me.
You don't think this is weird? We're just showing our big ass heads and yours is bigger than mine. Let's move back.
Your head is bigger than mine. Which medical specialty do you think your relationship feels like? And which one does it act like when things get rocky? Emergency medicine?
In general, when things are rocky?
In general?
What the?
Both?
I don't know. I feel like...
Which specialty?
I mean, we are on the go. Like, our lifestyle is very, like, on the go. And then being...
You have to be adaptive. You gotta be flexible. Okay. You're so easy to move.
Because it's in the water.
True. Alright.
Yeah, I guess. Because we're, like, non-stop. We're both always, like, on the go and always doing stuff. We're super busy.
You gotta be adaptable, flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that answer. You both know about imposter syndrome in medicine. Have you ever felt that in your relationship? Like you weren't enough for the other person?
I've never felt like I wasn't enough for you. I'm so sorry.
You don't?
Never.
Oh.
Never.
No, I mean, I just know
You should have.
Wow. Wow.
I'm kidding. No, I think we're both pretty confident in what we have to bring to the table.
For sure.
I think that sometimes it causes us to like clash heads a little bit just because of our strong personalities. But that's just not.
Yeah.
That thought has never crossed my mind.
At all.
Like I feel bad for whoever has ever had that thought in a relationship. I feel like I understand if it comes from like past insecurities of like personal trauma, but if a relationship is making you feel that way off rip from a relationship,
it's probably not the right relationship
to
be in.
That's a
I can
no-go.
agree with that. Yeah. That's weird. Why is your relationship giving you imposter syndrome?
like I thought that like if that question is geared more towards imposter syndrome in general, 110%.
You feel imposter syndrome?
In medicine, yeah.
I don't, because it's so hard. Like, you wouldn't be here if you were an imposter. Trust me, you'd be filtered out. What?
You have a god complex.
No,
and
I
it
don't.
shows.
I don't. Like, who's taking these exams for you? Nobody else. You're taking these exams.
No, it's not that. It's just like I don't know. Sometimes you get in your head about it because you're going through so much shit that it's not necessarily like I don't know how to explain it.
Can you explain it?
I don't know if I can.
The concept doesn't make sense to me.
It's just like sometimes it's like having like a pinch me moment. Like like someone has to pinch you. Like it doesn't feel real.
That you're in medicine?
Yeah.
Because it's impressive to do, which makes it more
right. But then it's also like you yearn for it for so long and you work so hard to get there that like sometimes you feel like damn, like should I even be here?
Yeah, that part just doesn't make sense to me. If you're yearning for it and you work so hard to get there, you deserve to be there, right?
Yeah, but like I don't know.
I just don't understand. Maybe you're not confident in your skill. Nobody's 100% confident.
No, but it doesn't have to do with confidence in your skill. It's not about being good enough. Well, at least the kind of imposter syndrome that I've experienced. It just comes with stress. It's like, oh, like, should I even continue? Like, is it worth it? Kind of thing.
You're thousands of dollars in debt. I don't think you have a choice.
Listen. I'm just telling you what it is. This isn't time for devil's advocate. He's not invited.
I'm not trying to devil advocate. It's just like I just don't get the concept of imposter syndrome.
Just because you don't get it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
I know it exists because people go through it and like it causes them a lot of stress. But like,
don't worry. Just because you feel like you're too good for imposter syndrome
I don't
doesn't mean
feel
that
like
you
I'm
have
too good
other
for
things coming.
syndrome. There's a lot of things I have to work on, but I'm willing to put in the work. So how does that make me an imposter? Imposter would be like, it'd be like a chiropractor in medical residency. Then you're like, yeah, eventually I'm gonna get caught and people will know that I don't really know what's going on or what's what.
I think you're taking the word too literally. Maybe that's it.
Or maybe like a tiger and like a pride of lions. Then
I don't think it's that serious.
There's an imposter here, or a wolf among a herd of sheep. And be like,
next question. You get too creative, bro.
How do you show up for each other during academic wins without turning it into a silent competition?
It's never been
It's
the
always
case.
a competition. The competition is never
It's always
off.
been a competition.
The competition is always on. Like, what are you? I'm the biggest hater. I don't understand why people lie, bro. Like, yeah, you could be my boy or my friend. You can be my girlfriend. It's like, if I'm your friend and you're doing good, I'm hating still. I want to do good too. I'm a little jealous. Congratulations to you. I'm gonna try to beat that. I don't understand.
That's not where I was coming from. That's insane. That's wow.
You're not with that?
It's not that I'm not with that. It's just in my head, the silent competition that we have is just to help each other get better because we want to do that.
It's a very loud competition. I just never.
Well, I guess silent competition for others. Because we're always like showing support.
Yeah, we support each other 100%.
Well, you kind of hate on me all the time, but it's
I do hate. But then you come through and pull up, and I'm like, oh, you killing it, bro.
Because you want to be me.
Huh?
Because you want to be me.
I want to be you.
You want to be me. Next question.
Let's see.
What's one non-medical habit that keeps you all grounded? Something that reminds you you're human first, not just future MDs. I think like planning time for us.
Watching Love Island.
That's not all we do.
And going to the gym.
Yeah, I was gonna say like planning time for us, not just like us and a couple, but like us individually.
Yeah.
Like going to the gym.
Friends.
Yeah, friends. That's basically it.
Yeah.
The rest is work.
And the rest is work.
That's
Not much
crazy.
time for play.
We need to stop being broke so we can travel.
Yeah, travel more once we have money. I'll do that.
Next question.
Okay.
Oh, you scrolled up. how does one of you being in med school and the other in residency shift the power dynamic? Not at all. We've already talked about it. Not at all.
That is shift the power dynamic. That's a weird thing to do.
Because we started off in medical school together,
Mm-hmm.
and then that was so insensitive. No, don't cut it out. You're gonna include this part.
I'm cutting it out.
No, you're not gonna cut it out.
I'm cutting it out.
And unfortunately, like, things happened in my life, and I don't want to get into it, so I'm not going to. But
Wow, you brought it up. Now you're teasing it. You're gonna have to like talk about it.
in another video, not this one.
Not this one.
Not this one.
What
Long
a
story
tease.
short, we did start off in med school together, so it's not just that, like, off the rip we were, like, in different stages of life. We started off in very similar stages of life, so I think in that sense we don't really have much of a, like, an issue with that.
Also, it's like
I'm a very understanding girlfriend. I'm very empathetic.
it's a relationship. It's not a hospital, so there's not a power dynamic
Yeah.
being in a relationship.
The dynamic is the duo.
Yeah, the duo. I like that's a good quote. That's a good quote. You're doing your
You
thing.
can't steal it.
Huh? Why not? I just chop it out this video and then
Don't
say
do
it
that. That's so sneaky.
The dynamic is the duo.
I already said it. What's the silent sacrifice you've each made for the relationship that the other person may not even fully know yet? Don't you dare say something stupid. I saw your face immediately. I saw your face immediately.
What you gonna say?
Nothing.
A silent sacrifice?
Nothing that we don't know about. We know the sacrifices we've made for each other. They're not silent at all. They're very loud.
What silent sacrifice have I made?
I swear to God, if you
What?
don't piss me
Are you
off.
threatening me?
Don't piss me off. I'm not threatening you. I'm
I
just
want
saying
to
don't
tell
piss
my
me.
truth.
Tell your truth.
I want to tell
You're
my truth.
dramatic. There's no truth.
wanna tell
Next
my
question.
truth.
Wait, no, you gotta tell the camera that we don't have silent sacrifices.
We don't have- I don't think we do. We don't have silent sacrifices.
Thank you.
If I think of one later on, I'll mention it.
We don't. We both feel the same way. First of all, we both have very strong personalities. So there's no way in hell that I'm sacrificing something silently, much less you. He makes it known to the world. The
What?
world being me.
What do you
Whenever
mean?
any kind of suffering is involved.
You are my world.
That's very sweet.
I was gonna say sweet.
Yeah, cute and sweet. Next question. If your relationship was a research study, what would the hypothesis be, and how would you measure your success? That's insane. Our relationship should be a research study.
A case study.
Yeah. Because, like, what happened?
Well, I'm trying to think of the hypothesis.
The hypothesis is literally we come, like, from where we started to where we are now, every single thing that we've been through, like, people who've been together for 40 years haven't gone through the stuff that we've been through in less than 5.
That's why we're built to last.
Yeah.
Like Duralast. The dynamic is the duo.
I already said that. You can't take it. Get a load of this guy, bro. He does it all the time. How do y'all protect your relationship from becoming just another item on your to-do list when everything else is demanding your time? Great question, Eleanor.
Oh, for me, this is like my R&R. So like the work is hard, and then I spend time with Bill, and it's like relaxing and therapeutic. I could talk to you all day too, so I gotta like try to gauge it. I'm like,
I thought you was like messing. That's why I said that. But no.
my R&R,
Ditto.
my good time. What about you? You didn't answer the question.
You're never an item on my to-do list.
Yeah, you're so sweet to me. Yeah, you didn't have to answer.
Yeah.
That's so true. All right, you go.
Pussy.
Okay.
Have y'all ever had to discharge toxic habits you picked up in medicine that were hurting your connection? What did that process look like? I would say when we get so wrapped up in like the work or the studying that we can't make time for each other. But it's not so much. Well, like I guess like that's the thing though. For where is that? What was it say? Toxic habits. I think that since we're both in medicine, we understand it so well that it's not even a toxic habit. It's just something that we know that we have to do. I feel like it's seen as a toxic habit to someone who doesn't understand, which unfortunately does exist. But it's like if you have that understanding, it's very like temporary too. It's just like like if somebody your partner goes to their regular like 9 to 5 job and they have to stay like an hour or two like extra from work kind of thing.
Right.
Um, that would be the equivalent. I feel like it's just more intense because it's medicine.
I've noticed that I'm teaching Bella to learn how to take accountability, and
if you don't stop talking immediately, something bad is gonna happen to you.
Wow.
I knew. I waited. I gave you a moment, and it was a mistake.
Which rotation taught you the most about love? Not medicine, love. Radiology, because that's how me and her got to spend the most time together.
That's so true, though. When you're apart, both overwhelmed, what's the one text emoji or phrase that still centers you? Something as simple as I miss you.
Yeah.
Or let's watch our show.
Yeah, play the show.
No, he gets aggressive. No, that's aggressive. That's not loving. That's aggressive. There's aggression that comes with that. He's like a little kid that,
Bro, she wants to pause to talk about everything. I'm like, just play the show.
Because then you make comments that I can't hear you. It's like a little jit trying to take the iPad away from him, bro. Play the show. Play the show. Just play the show.
You see how she's using jit? She be stealing my slang, everything.
You don't own that word.
You don't know what a jit is, bro.
Okay.
What's one text though? What's your phrase?
We said them, no? Or you have more?
When she'd be like, I want to buy you food. Oh my gosh.
What he tells you that to?
You owe me an acai bowl.
I do?
You said you were going to buy me one yesterday. I was going to buy it tomorrow. But you're here today, so.
Did I text you that?
No, you told me that.
Oh, so there's nothing in writing? I'm kidding.
You still my joke.
I'm kidding.
Is it time to gaslight you? You want to gaslight now or later?
Okay, hold on.
That was you.
Because I got it from you. Okay. How do you each handle it when you see the other struggle and you can't fix it? What does support look like in those moments? Just being there.
I think that's something I have to work on is listening, because I just like to problem solve. I'm like, this is what you need to do, this is what we're going to do. We'll get through it. And move with an unhealthy amount of optimism that it'll all work out.
I mean, sometimes I could be like that too, but definitely like the listening part, I think, a little bit. Because sometimes it's hard when you're in the moment and you just want to see your person not suffer, so you just want to solve their problem quickly because that's where your head goes. That, like, you don't realize that if that's not what they need in the moment, it will make them suffer more, even if you don't want them to suffer more. I agree.
Yeah, she saw me study for all my exams and everything, so she was there, she supported. Sent the food.
And you paid for your personal.
If you both lost a white coat today, no titles, no status, would the relationship still thrive? Why or why not? I'd have the ick. I'd be like, what do you mean you're not a Dr. Supermodel?
What if I'm still a supermodel?
You gotta add something else to it. You're gonna have to be like a rocket scientist or something.
That doesn't define me.
It doesn't. No, you're still A1, baby.
Oh, okay.
I just don't want to date a bum.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. As long as you have something going on.
As long as you got something going.
Because I feel like it's like just being on the same page with your partner. If you're not on the same page, you're not making the same moves, you're not on the same wavelengths, it's not.
Also money. I want to be with somebody rich.
You sound like a fucking gold digger. Because I don't got no money. You're with the wrong person.
And not right now. It's cooking. It's incubating.
Incubating is crazy.
This is stocks. It's an investment. I'm playing the long game.
Low risk.
Low risk.
High reward.
No, very high risk, high reward situation.
I mean low risk because it's the ones that like you put for longer time. a good video.
Yeah. So right now, I'm graduating from my PGY1 program.
You already did.
I'm going to PGY2.
But you already graduated.
I already graduated. I'm going to PGY2 PM&R. So life's gonna be good. Over in Hialeah.
And I'm gonna start my rotations later this year.
She's gonna start her rotations, and she's gonna see what medical specialty she wants to go into.
Honestly, I just hate I hate the way my personality works because I love everything. Because I've had enough jobs like in the hospital, I've observed enough to theoretically already know what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm scared that I'm gonna do all those rotations and I'm still not gonna know what the heck to do.
No, you're gonna be in a different capacity now. So you'll be like, can I do this for the rest of my life?
But I already think that. Because, like, I haven't experienced it firsthand, but, like, the way my brain works is I try to literally put myself in your shoes. So, like, when you would tell me things about your rotation, I was already putting my head there.
But you're gonna be in the shoes instead of just thinking about it. Trust me, when you rotate, that's when you really, really know. And when I rotated through all those specialties that weren't PM&R, and I was like, wow,
Okay.
how do I not be,
Okay,
how do I get out of this doctor thing?
Okay, babe, but let me ask you one question.
What?
When have I ever had so many options in my life and not had difficulty making a decision?
Yeah, you always have difficulty making a decision. That's because you have 2 X chromosomes.
I want to get some.
And we're going to a pain conference being held in Miami in July.
He would hate to see me do PM&R because I'm going to be better than him.
Yeah, I mean, you could if you want to. Or both be physiatrists. And I got the MetaQuest 3 anatomy. So, like, I'm able to dissect all the anatomy. So
Oh yeah, that's
nicely.
super cool. And
It's
then
so
he can
good.
call me on WhatsApp and like share the screen and I can do it with him.
We do it together.
Talk about being fucking nerds.
I
bro.
brought it to it's in my car, so you can try it.
Okay. Talk about being nerds though.
Yeah.
Like that's like a fun date for us, like a little virtual date.
Anatomy.
I got jealous the other day. I was like, "You're doing it without me." It's like our wordles.
Wordles.
Our daily wordles.
Daily Wordle.
I'm like an old married